Today, let's talk about prognostic significance of medical therapy in patients with heart failure with reduced ejection fraction. The use of guideline directed medical therapy among patients with heart failure with reduced ejection fraction remains suboptimal. The SIMRAN study aims to identify the clinical factors for the non use of guideline directed medical therapy and to determine the prognostic significance of guideline directed medical therapy in patients with heart failure with reduced ejection fraction in a real life setting. Talking about the methods and results, the Simrana study is a prospective multi-center and observational study that included outpatients with heart failure with reduced ejection fraction. Patients were divided into three groups according to the status of guideline directed medical therapy at the time of enrollment. Patients receiving all classes of heart failure medications, including renin angiotensin system inhibitors, beta blockers, and mineralocorticoid receptor antagonists. In second group, patients receiving any two classes of heart failure medications. And in third group, either patients receiving class of heart failure medications or patients not receiving any class of heart failure medications. The primary outcome was a composite of hospitalization for heart failure or cardiovascular death. The study population consisted of 1,062 patients with heart failure with reduced ejection fraction, predominantly men with a median age of 68 years. Renin angiotensin system inhibitors, beta blockers, and mineralocorticoid receptor antagonists were prescribed in 76%, 89.4%, and 55.1% of the patients, respectively. The proportions of patients receiving target doses of guideline directed medications were 24.4% for renin angiotensin system inhibitors, 11% for beta blockers, and 11.1% for mineralocorticoid receptor antagonists. Overall, 491 patients were treated with triple therapy. Overall, 491 patients were treated with triple therapy. 353 patients were treated with any two classes of heart failure medications, and 218 patients were receiving only one class of heart failure medication or not receiving any heart failure medication. Patient related factors comprising older age, New York Heart Association functional class, rural living, presence of hypertension, and history of myocardial infarction were independently associated with the use or non-use of guideline directed medical therapy. During the median 24-month period, the primary composite endpoint occurred in 362 patients, that is 34.1%, and 177 of 1062, that is 16.7% patients died. Patients treated with two or three classes of heart failure medications had a decreased risk of hospitalization for heart failure or cardiovascular death compared with those patients receiving less than 1% class of heart failure medication. To conclude, the real life Samrana study provided comprehensive data about the clinical factors associated with the non use of guided medical therapy and showed that suboptimal guided medical therapy is associated with an increased risk of hospitalization for heart failure or cardiovascular death in patients with heart failure with reduced ejection fraction.